This episode has content warnings for gun violence, violence and gore, depictions of alcoholism, ableism, ableist language, misogynistic language, and depictions of grief. This show is for adult audiences only. Listener discretion is advised.
Oh my eyes!
Gray! Run! I said run, goddammit!
Fuck! Sawyer! That man!
Just keep running! I know!
That bird!
I know!
He took his eyes clean out of his skull!
I never seen nothing like it!
I'm sure he hasn't either.
Ma, if it isn't my favorite customer.
Well, it's been some time.
Hasn't been the same since you left.
Can we come in?
Depends.
On what?
If it's for business or pleasure.
We got a man shooting at us not 5 minutes ago, Belle.
And all the more incentive to leave you out.
Your favorite customer?
Well, I suppose it would be a bit of a waste. Come in then, before I change my mind.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
You are very welcome, Miss...
Doctor.
A learned woman with Wayne Sawyer.
Is it so hard to believe?
Fact that you have to ask, Sawyer, means that you are a veritable lost cause.
I am Dr. Daisy Gray, hailing from the State University of Elysium.
Elysium? Elysium?
That is correct.
A learned metropolitan woman. I could swoon.
Looks like business has been slow. I remember these chairs from last I was here.
My undertaker's duties have been keeping me busy these days. No time to do anything but service the dead.
These are marvelous, Mr. Bell.
Well, thank you, Doctor. I'm sure these are crude designs to your refined eye, but it's a reprieve from coffins and the wailing aggrieved.
I'd imagine it would get rather morbid.
But a touch. Whiskey, coffee, tea?
No, look. We won't be long. We're just here for patch-up and a body.
Oh, did your gunman get you?
Not me. Her.
There is no need to fuss, Sawyer. I am perfectly fine.
You got clipped.
A graze.
I've seen hardier fellers keel over from a nick.
If my profession gives you pause, Dr. Gray, you can be quite assured. An undertaker dons many roles. Ferryman, carpenter, nurse. Sawyer here has left more bloodstains on my floor than any corpse I've worked on.
I've used you once or twice.
A week, yes.
You know, I could make good use of those chairs as kindling.
I don't think I've seen you in this good a mood since that cowboy case in Clarity.
Kindling, Belle.
Make yourselves comfortable in the parlor. Don't mind the body.
Here.
Oh, no, Sawyer, I couldn't possibly...
Just take it.
For one, you're a man, and you have a great stink about you, even after a good bathing, which is an impressive feat, actually.
Oh, God damn it, Gray. I ain't. It's for your arm.
Oh. Oh. What a fright you gave me. You are a true gentleman, Wayne Sawyer.
Just repaying the favor is all.
Sawyer? I take it you recognize this body?
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Beaufort.
That's him.
I see. Oh, he is a rather sturdy man. A handsome one, too. Funny, the way you described him, I was expecting him to be more mousy.
Leave it alone, Gray. Come on.
You do not wish to see him?
He's dead, ain't he? What's there to see?
His palms are scarred. 3 horizontal lines. Your beau is a Bates man. As are you.
Was.
Pardon?
We ain't Bates no more. Not for years.
Then our gunman.
I don't know him. Like I said, Gray. It's been years.
At least he won't be after us anytime soon.
That little fucker was something, wasn't it?
Plucked clean out of his skull.
Birds around here got a taste for flesh. It's uncanny.
Oh, yes. I did rescue you from that carnivorous crow. Perhaps you picked up an admirer.
I glance at the eternity box Bo's got himself laid up in, and it dawns on me like a bad chill that settles in my bones that we never really left the agency, and we were just fools let loose on a long leash. And Gray looks at my hands, clad in worn-out leather, and she sees it. The agency's claim on my soul. 3 clean lines burned into my flesh with a branding iron. His cattle is all I am to him. That's all my worth. As it is with every hapless fool sold to the agency. As it was with the dead man lying for us in his cheap pine wood coffin.
I thought being in the Bates agency was a lifelong commitment.
It is.
But you got out.
Looking at where we are, Gray, I ain't so sure about that.
Then you believe this to be the work of the agency?
On paper, the Bates are a private detective firm, hired by the government to do the dirty work of proper lawmen.
On paper?
They hire ex-convicts, the badly indebted, or pinhead cults with something to prove. Tie 'em into a contract that only ends one way. And if you ever think about leaving, well, let's just say they give you an early retirement.
On paper. But you and Mr. Beaufort left.
I had to leave. I had to. Beau wasn't supposed to follow me. He was supposed to stay in and do his damn thing and live long enough to see the new century play out. He's in there and I'm out here and... Anyway, if it weren't about breaking his contract, it were about the linen Medusas.
Yes, it is very likely the same entity that ordered our hit is related to Mr. Beaufort's demise.
Ah, that's right. I should have mentioned. The body is Samuel Beaufort.
Thanks for the warning.
Give me grace, Sawyer. I've had 10 bodies through here today already. Here you are, Doctor. Bandages and antiseptic. Can I get you a drink?
Thank you, Mr. Bell. A drink would be fine.
Whiskey?
Sure.
Sawyer? Or are you still dried out?
I'm here about Beau, not for a drink.
You want to know how he died, I suppose.
You suppose right.
He had extensive injuries to the skull.
How many times was he struck?
There are several impact sites, but I believe it was the second strike that took his life.
What did I say, Sawyer?
Lucky guess.
You wear your skepticism poorly.
Murder weapon?
A hefty, heavy object. Perhaps a lamp or a figurine of that size.
Thank you.
Oh, go on, Wayne. Today of all days.
Get it out of my goddamn face! You're a right handsome bastard, ain't you? In your best bib and tucker, and a real face behind that bushel of a beard. Why'd you have to go and down me like that, Beau? We were supposed to get old in Capernaum, go fishing in the lake every morning. A scarlet and a steak for every night. We were both kidding ourselves, weren't we? I'm still kidding myself. I can't stop. Not even when you're dead. You did a fine job with it, Belle.
Despite what you think of me, I take my work very seriously.
You give him the frills. I'll cover the expenses.
You will.
Get him a better box. Bit of rain and he'll roll right out.
What kind?
The best you got.
It's not cheap.
I said I'll cover it.
Don't come crying to me when you get the bill.
Fine. Now get lost.
This is my parlor.
So add that to the bill. Scram!
My war. Pickle liver bastard thinks he can throw his damn way around. Can't even pay for a bowl of food. What's this?
Sit down, Gray.
Oh, I'm quite all right.
I ain't asking twice.
You're not asking at all.
Gray. Please.
Since you said please.
Arm.
I am perfectly capable of dressing my own wound.
And I can do it better. Arm. What the hell are you doing?
Really, Sawyer, use that belfry of yours every once in a while.
But we're in the
The
parlor.
only eyes upon us belong to a dead man.
I suppose you're right.
You will find that I am rarely ever not.
Yeah, well.
Fear not. I shall preserve your Puritan gaze and only strip part way.
I ain't Puritan.
More so than most men.
I'm as much of a man as anyone.
Oh, hush. I only mean that you are inexperienced with women, which is nothing to be ashamed of.
I've been busy with giant blood-sucking jellyfish. Ain't no time to be fooling around with women.
Or perhaps you lack the desire.
I'm as much of a man as...
Anyone. Yes, so you keep saying. But Sawyer, there isn't any shame in it. I know plenty of people who practice abstinence, whether it's from lack of desire or philosophical reasons.
Come on, Gray, do we gotta talk about this right now?
Would you rather talk about Mr. Beaufort?
I'd rather not talk at all.
Don't make me natter on to myself. I've been and done that, and it never ends well. Then, let us discuss how we should proceed hereon. I'd imagine the agency will send another man to finish the job.
The Mercy Branch has an office on the edge of town. I ain't been keeping track of the agents they have in the field, but if we can get into their records...
We may find our gunman.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, it is a step closer to our shrouded adversary.
I reckon it's worth looking into Strauss. If those people on his farm are the summoners...
We have one chance, Sawyer, and the onus of proof is on us. If we make a single misstep...
We may as well dig our own graves.
So, we find the gunman and ask him emphatically for his employer's details.
If it is the mayor, we'd be going against the most powerful man in Mercy.
But a man, nonetheless.
And you call me a fool. Do you think it's real? Madame Ruin. All those things she said.
If I am certain of anything, it is that nothing is ever certain.
That don't make a lick of sense.
8 years ago, would you have believed the existence of the Laetitia Medusa? Or preternatural creatures and the like?
Mm-mm.
And you were certain in this assumption?
Sure.
Then, in another 8 years, your certainties could be shaken once more. Never put your faith in the nature of your known reality. You will only find disappointment.
All I know is what I see. Don't reckon it's any more complicated than that. You're done.
Huh. Rather fine work.
Don't sound so surprised.
Sometimes I forget how simple you are.
Simpleton Sawyer. That I am.
Oh? Is that a moniker of yours?
Huh? My eyesight's fine. Come on. I don't want to dally here no longer than I gotta.
To the agency, then?
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer?
Maybe I should... Nah, it's nothing.
You needn't ring the bell, ma'am. I am right here, mere inches away.
Oops. I didn't see you there. My sincere apologies, sir.
How may I help you this afternoon?
This is the Bates Agency?
The Bates Family Agency, yes.
I was looking to make use of your services.
Our clients are usually those of great repute. Coveted services call for a certain discernment.
Yes? One must earn a pretty dime for marble flooring.
That is to say, ma'am, we do not take contracts from the general public.
And do I look like the general public to you?
Unequivocally.
Allow me to introduce myself then, since you are evidently ill-versed in said circles of repute. I am Lady Samantha Cross, of the House of Cross. Does the name perchance ring a bell?
Cross? As in Lord Paxton Cross?
Yes, dear cousin Paxton makes a regular appearance in the papers. He's always had a penchant for the limelight, you see. Neglected as a child.
Oh, my apologies, my lady. I had no idea.
Why would you? Looking as I do?
No.
Unequivocally, you said?
Lady Cross, please. It was a simple jest.
It is tiresome keeping on my feet.
Of course, we have a private parlor just down the hall.
Then we shall conduct our business there. Lead the way.
Oh, but I mustn't leave the desk unattended.
My manservant shall keep watch.
But
it will be but a moment.
A moment, then. This way, my lady.
Albert, stay and keep watch. Fetch us should anything happen.
Uh-huh.
Ahem.
Yes, my lady.
Good boy.
The office is empty. Just the irate deskman who's now out back entertaining Lady Samantha Cross. Most of the agents are probably out in the field. It's rare for any of them to set foot in the office during the day. Bo was our man on the desk back in Amity, but he'd never leave the records unguarded. Accounts. Aha! I recognize a lot of the names. Veterans that cycle through states and cities across the country. A few I worked with back in Amity for a job or two. Damn. Chacon's in Mercy. Since when? There's also a good number that I don't know. 5 of them are active in Mercy now, it looks like. If our gunman's a shadow, he'd be working under a false name. One of them's got to be our man.
Lurching around for a while, Sawyer. Steady there, viejo. It's only me.
Chacon? God damn it, you about sent me 6 feet under.
Don't you know every agent from Mercy to Amity is after your hide?
I know. I was shot at not 2 hours ago.
That doesn't sound right. The agency wants you alive, not dead.
The gunman was a shadow, I reckon.
That's so.
Figured I'd find him and ask him a few questions.
That's not happening, viejo. If your gunman's a shadow...
Cyanide in every seam.
He's probably already dead.
I ain't got any other leads, Chacon.
Look, you gotta get out of here before anyone else sees you. A bit of paint on your face isn't doing much for you.
It did enough to get me through the doors.
You flatter me, my lady. I am simply doing my job.
Which I thoroughly appreciate.
Perhaps you might put in a good word for me?
With Cousin Paxton?
If you wouldn't mind.
But of course. Even unprompted, it was entirely my intention.
How wonderful. Thank you, my lady. Now, the appointment has been set for next week on the, Agent Chacon.
Hola, Pike. Got a client?
Yes, this is Lady Samantha Cross.
Oh, just Samantha will do, Mr. Pike. And who is this charming person?
Leonidas Chacon, ma'am. If there's a bounty, I'll claim it by first dark.
No bounty, I'm afraid. Just a jilted heart.
Weren't you on security detail for the Crosses not a month back, Agent?
Sure. That must be where I recognize you from, my lady.
Yes, of course. You were one of the agents sent to protect me and mine.
It was a heck of a soiree. wasn't it?
It was most rambunctious.
Milady, we should probably go. We got that thing.
Yes, the thing. We mustn't be late to the thing.
It has been an absolute pleasure making your acquaintance, Lady Cross, and as we have discussed,
I will be sure to mention your wonderful service to my cousin.
you are most gracious.
I'll see them out, Pike.
And then you will promptly return to your work, Agent Chacon. There's a mound of paperwork sitting on your desk that needs seeing to.
Hijo de puta Madonna. Come on. We'll take a constitutional to the grocer's. A pint of camel piss for Dr. Gray, and the water for Teetotaler Tom.
Gracias, Mr. Chacon.
So, tell me, what does a lady doctor and a low-key transient have that warrants well, a visit by a gunman?
Just say it straight, Chacon. They got a black contract after us.
A black contract?
Should she be privy to this, Sawyer?
She's with me.
Interesting. All right then, allow me to explain, Doctor. We at the Bates Agency work on the 3 different types of contracts. There's the up-and-up red contracts. That's the normal security detail, bounty hunting, and the like. Blue contracts are undercover work, usually corporate espionage, union sabotage, black market trades.
And you dabbled in these contracts?
Red contracts, yes. My ties to the agency are quite public.
And you, Sawyer?
Red contracts, same as Chacon.
Now, black contracts are on a strictly need-to-know basis. They publicly do not exist. The failure of a black contract has a rather definitive consequence.
Cyanide.
That doesn't seem very sustainable.
People are dispensable, Doctor, especially to the agency.
I see. And this is why you are so forthcoming?
I hate Sawyer less than I hate the Bates.
You certainly have an abundance of friends, Sawyer.
Must be my charming disposition. So who's the lucky bastard that got our contract?
Whatever name he's using belongs to a dead man.
And what use are you?
Get your dander up, yeah, huh? I got a name for you. Cornelius Croy. That's the man who paid for the contract.
Cornelius Croy? Ringing any bells, Doc?
Can't say it does. But it is likely a pseudonym.
This Croy is having you tracked. Has been from the moment you stepped off that train.
How'd you know about that?
I like to keep tabs on what's going on in my city. Like the enigmatic handyman service popping up on Providence Row 2 years back. But I'll keep my trap shut. Like I said, I hate you less than I hate the Bates.
When'd you get to Mercy, anyhow? Last I seen, you was in Amity. Said you wanted to settle and buy a plot of land.
A lot can happen in 8 years.
So? What happened?
My wife left me. That's what. And then my mother took ill with consumption. So I returned to Mercy to take care of her. She passed in the new year.
Shit. I'm sorry, Chacon. If I knew you were in
What?
Mercy...
You would have taken me out for a drink? You don't think I got better things to do with my time than waste it with a goony gringo?
You sure are trigger-happy with those insults.
I have a few more in the chamber.
Does Cornelius Croy have any ties to the mayor?
Obadiah Strauss?
There was some questionable business on his farm back in Bliss. Thought it'd be worth checking out.
What have you gotten yourself into, Sawyer?
You care enough to ask?
No, I don't.
Whatever it is, you don't have to get involved, okay?
Good, but the moment your bullshit crosses stream with my bullshit...
Don't worry. I'll tell you everything.
In the meantime, keep your wits about you. Both of you.
Thank you for the warning. We shall proceed with caution.
If I hear anything on my end, I'll send the message your way.
We are lodging at the Herman Hotel.
Herman? That's no place for a lady, let alone a doctor.
Down to the blanket, Chacon.
You could hitch up at Belfort's. Surely he wouldn't mind.
He's dead.
Samuel Beaufort. Really? But how?
Cornelius Croy, maybe.
Damn. Well, that's all the more reason to stay at his.
Even with Croy after us?
Because Croy is after you.
You mean to be bait again?
It ain't a bad idea, Gray.
It is a terrible idea. However, it is far better to meet him prepared and on the defensive than off guard in a dark alley somewhere.
Well, the rent's paid up to the end of the month, so that gives us a couple weeks.
Very well. But if anyone's getting shot this time...
You can use me as a human shield.
Agreed.
He ain't tossed a damn thing since he moved in. I mean, look at this. A bill from a year ago for a log? A log. The hell he need a log for, huh?
Perhaps he wanted to try his hand at carpentry?
He was all thumbs. Better with his letters than a knife.
Mr. Beaufort was the brain to your brawn.
I ain't seen no soul read more'n Beau. Well, except for you, maybe. Are you just gonna laze about and watch me work?
Sawyer, that is precisely my plan for this evening.
I don't know what needs keeping and what needs burning. Half this shit is beyond my ken. I mean, this writing ain't even his. It's all swoopy and fancified.
Oh, like the writing on the Letitia Medusa sketch?
Exactly like that. I mean, how can anyone read this, huh? I ain't no professor, but I know enough to write proper.
Like a sour-faced schoolmarm you are, clicking your tongue over a messy desk.
You're fine, your frog, loud pickins, lint pickins cress, pickins cuss. God damn it, Gray, come here and make sense of this, would you? Feels like I'm going all cross-eyed.
Are we expecting anyone?
Nope.
Gun out?
Hand on the holster. Who is it?
Your landlord, sir.
Do what now?
This is Mr. Ahab Seeley I'm speaking to, yes?
That's right.
Then I am your landlord, Mr. Seeley.
We have one of those?
Where did you suppose the rent was going?
Good point. Before me is the cleanest fella I'd ever seen. He's all gussied up in a lavender suit, not a wrinkle or speck of mercy sullying the fabric. The cane he's got tells me he ain't ever known hunger. Ebony shaft with a bone carving of a crow's head atop. Probably costs more than I'd ever make if I lived my life 10 times over. What do you want?
Good evening, Mr. Seeley. And to you, madam. I do apologize for the late-night intrusion.
The dandy's storm-cloud eyes weigh me down. Like he's trying to figure me out in one look. And I suppose he has. Judging by the way he's smiling, that is. Like a fat cat with a canary in its mouth.
Please allow me to introduce myself. Lord Paxton Cross, at your service. I am the proprietor of this building, and Mr. Boomer's landlord.
What the fuck is Paxton Cross doing on my doorstep? You ain't the man that comes round every month.
Yes, that would be my accountant, Mr. Gibbs.
Gibbs, yeah, that's the one. Pure sunshine, he is.
He can be rather fastidious.
If you're here for rent, Boomer's paid up to the end of the month. We'll be out of your hair
Not at
by
all,
then.
Mr. Seeley. May I please come in? The intention of my visit warrants more than idle chatter by the door.
I glance over at Gray and she's got her eyes fixed on Cross. There's something murky in them. It's the same twisted look she had on when she cut me down outside the Beauforts. Like looking down the barrel of a shotgun. Finger on the trigger and the bitter stench of sulfur.
Where are our manners? Please, do come in. It is not often one is called upon by a prestigious lord.
You have my gratitude, madam. And your delightful self is?
Dr. Daisy Gray, from the State University of Elysium.
A scholar. And from the University of Elysium to boot. A rather impressive institution.
Why don't you get to the point, Cross?
You must address him as Lord Cross, Mr. Seeley.
This ain't the motherland.
No, that's quite all right, Dr. Gray. Nobility is an archaic inheritance with little meaning in the West. There's no need for decorum, Mr. Seeley. Please, do sit.
I'll stand.
Ah. Yes, well, I shan't dally further. As it so happens, I was met with Mr. Boomer's lawyer this morning about the transfer of lease, which I have here. I expect he will be in touch with you within the week to discuss the details.
Transfer of what?
Transfer of lease? Mr. Boomer requested this property's lease transferred to your name in the case of his death, and for a percentage of his estate bequeathed upon you to ensure the extension of his enterprise.
Gray.
Mr. Boomer wishes for you to succeed his business.
You do have my deepest condolences for your loss, Mr. Seeley. I presume your partner never spoke to you about his will?
Didn't know he had one. Didn't know jack about it, apparently.
Those closest to us are oft the least known to us.
Uh-huh. If that's all, Cross, you can go back to the lawyer and tell him thanks, but no thanks. I ain't got time nor patience for running an enterprise.
You do not wish to honor Mr. Boomer's will?
I said what I said.
We have not but the clothes upon our back, Mr. Seeley. I suggest we meet with Mr. Boomer's lawyer before coming to any
There ain't
decision.
no we in this, Gray.
Take a breath and reconsider your words.
Fine. I'll meet with the bastard. But any decision I make then is final.
Fine.
Ah, wonderful. Mr. Boomer was the perfect tenant, and I saw much value in his business. It would be a shame to see all his hard work cast to the wayside.
I didn't know he was so familiar with nobility, let alone a cross.
Our relationship was strictly platonic, I assure you, Mr. Seeley.
I ain't the faintest what you mean by that.
In the meantime, I would like to invite you both to dinner at my estate whenever suits. Regardless of your decision on the lease, I would like to get to know more about Mr. Boomer. And yourselves, of course, if you might do me the kindness.
We ain't
That
gonna...
sounds delightful, Lord Cross. We would be thrilled to accept your generous invitation.
Splendid. I shall send a missive with further details.
And we shall wait with bated breath. Cousin Paxton seems well.
Don't you start, Gray. I'm all dragged out.
It is a curious coincidence.
You don't believe in coincidences.
No. Seeley and Boomer?
Them's the names we worked under.
To keep the Bates' attention at bay.
Mm-hmm.
And Wayne Sawyer is your true name?
Yep.
Which you gave to me freely?
You ain't Bates.
I could have been.
Show me your palms. You ain't Bates.
I could never be so forthcoming.
I didn't want to forget.
What was that?
My name. I've forgotten a great many things, but my name, it's who I am, ain't it? I don't want to forget, so I use it when I can. It don't feel right anyway, using a false name with good folk. Like I'm, I don't know, lying to them.
You consider me to be good folk?
You're good enough.
Why, thank you, Mr. Seeley. I do return the sentiment.
Why the hell did you accept his invite, huh?
He could be useful.
Thorn, more like.
He is a man with great prestige and deep pockets. And a lingering gaze.
A lingering what?
Perhaps you do need a pair of monikers.
No. I don't want nothing to do with blue bloods. Society folk are sidewinders best avoided. Unless you want to take a ride up the Green River.
Society folk? Really, Sawyer, it's like you've been doing naught but scrounging about in caves and swinging from treetop to treetop.
Don't tempt me, Gray.
I don't think I have ever met a man more antisocial.
And I ain't ever met a woman more anti-sense.
Consider the offer, is all I'm saying. It was Mr. Beaufort's final wish.
You didn't come to Mercy to indulge in a dead man's business.
I sent a missive to my contact last night. Whether or not she responds, that remains to be seen. Until then, I am wholly invested. In any case, I have been made privy to a rather confidential information regarding the Bates agency. Is it wise to be rid of me?
Considering we're both within their sights, Gray, it don't really matter what you know.
That is a great comfort, Sawyer. Thank you. And if needs
Shut your trap.
I beg your pardon? Footsteps? Douse the lamps.
The sudden darkness is thick, tactile. Streetlights spilling through the gaps in the curtains like the hot glance of dawn. It burns along Gray's taut figure, catching the white streak in her loosened hair. She looks aflame, an unearthly devil herself, poised for the shadow lurking outside the door. It's strange, but even with the revolver drawn, I can't help but feel a mite at ease. Gray! Get off her, you bastard!
Sawyer! I have the pin!
The gun!
The T-point!
I see it!
Shoot them! Shoot them in the head!
I will! But if they answer my questions, I might consider aiming for the legs.
Where is your spine, Sawyer?
What's it gonna be, Agent? A bullet to the skull? Or a bullet to the leg? Choose fast and choose wisely! You can disappear. It's what I did, and I've lived more in the past 8 years than I ever did as an agent. You only get one shot at this. Think about it. You got a gun in your face and cyanide in every seam of your suit. What are you but a pawn they can replace by more? Is this really what you want?
Once you're in, you can never get out.
He ain't as big and scary as you make him out to be. Let him go, Gray.
I would advise against it.
Here. They make one wrong move and you can fire away.
Very well. One right move and I might fire anyway.
Dippy bitch.
What language? Do you speak to your mother with that mouth? Well, go on then. Spill your secrets or I spill your brains. It would be a shame to spoil such fine hardwood, but needs must and all.
Spill away then. Your pithless threats are not the base.
Who is Cornelius Croy? We know he's paying the contract. Who is he and why does he want us dead? Does he have anything to do with the mayor? With what's going on at Bliss? Fine. Here's an easy one for you. Why did you kill Samuel Beaufort?
Sawyer, just let me shoot them.
Why did you kill him? Tell me!
Oh, I've heard of you, Wayne Sawyer. The berserker and the deskman ran away hand in hand to engage in all manner of perversions.
Bastard! How could you?
You gotta savor it, kid. That there's a 20-year-old Dilster.
Uh-huh. And how'd you get your hands on a Dilster? Rob a mansion when I wasn't looking?
It matters not a whit where I got it from. And if this is how you repay a man for getting you a gift, then forget about it.
All right. I'm grateful, Bo. Really, I am.
Don't you placate me.
And don't you get your back up. I'm only
Take
joshing.
it somewhere else. Who saved your hide today, huh?
You
And
did.
who dragged your sorry ass from amity to clarity to keep you from the agency's grip?
I done told you. You ain't have to follow me.
You're a lunk-headed bastard, Wayne Sawyer. Next time I'm leaving you to the dogs.
They'd make better company than a windbag who don't even know how to make a fire.
I do. I made this one right here.
It was a full hour's effort.
Effort nonetheless.
This is a mighty fine fire you made.
Flannel mouth prick. I had to follow you out of there, kid. I had to make sure you weren't doing anything foolish.
A cow can't change its spots, Bo.
Jesus, leopard. A leopard can't change spots.
Huh? There ain't no leopards in this country.
You wouldn't have lasted a day out here without me.
I'm okay, Bo. I always am.
Yeah, you always are. It wasn't your fault.
I know it wasn't.
It was those winged
I
monstrosities.
know! I was there! I saw it all with my own 2 eyes. Every gory detail branded into my goddamn brain. So you don't gotta keep bringing it up, alright?
I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah.
I miss her too.
They wouldn't let me at the funeral.
But you got to say goodbye.
Thanks to you.
I thought they'd ship me off to the loony bin.
Did you really have to dance on the graves?
Bought you enough time, didn't it?
You probably got yourself a haunting or two from that stuff.
I'll make my repentance when we're not on the lam. Maybe I'll pop by a church on our way to mercy.
Thank you for being fool enough to follow me.
So you do know gratitude.
I know it enough.
Enough to repay me?
Repay? And just how am I supposed to... what are you, wanting?
The same as you. I hope.
I reckon it is.
Well then. This isn't happening, Wayne. I know. This never happened.
Okay. Why did you kill him?
I'll tell you, god damn it.
Botheration.
Then talk!
There's a black contract out for you and Samuel Beaufort. Cornelius Croy is the one who wants you dead. But that ain't his real name.
And you are not privy to his true identity?
No, but I seen what he looks like. A clean suit, well groomed. Like it's a lawyer or government official. He's a man that know enough money.
Enough money?
He ain't cross-rich, is what I mean.
Who does he work for?
I'm not certain, but I suspect he works for
And
the...
before he can get another word out, the world folds into itself.
She's here! Letitia Medusa Sawyer! Letitia Medusa Sawyer, do you see her? Isn't she majestic?
Gray! The lamp! Throw the lamp and shoot the fucker!
That would kill her!
That's the idea!
No, please. This can't be that. Please, no. Someone save me. Save me. Save me. Oh, God, please, no. No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I wasn't saying it. Please help me. Help me.
Just like that, the Letitia Medusa and our to-be assassin disappears into the abyssal void from whence it came. The screams, the laughter, gone, leaving a ringing silence in their wake. The world ripples and warps like a heat haze, and the dense pull of night settles in place of the fleeting chaos.
That was certainly an experience. I wish we could have followed them through what I presume to be a rift in space-time, a phenomenon which I believed was purely theoretical. Then again, I should consider all possibilities, especially when one regards the preternatural abilities of the Letitia Medusa, which itself brings into question every known law of physics. In any case, an expedition is required to discover the true source of these creatures.
They were gonna tell us.
And look
They
at
were
the
gonna
state
give
of
us a
these
name.
floorboards. These bloodstains are not coming out. That I know from experience. No amount of scrubbing will restore this floor. Oh dear. Lord Cross will be ever so cross. Did you hear me, Sawyer? Lord Cross will... Sawyer? What is it? These are the documents Lord Cross brought over. Oh dear, but we will need another copy drawn up. These are drenched in blood.
The writing, Gray. Look at the writing.
Oh my.
The same swooping lettering that was on the sketch, now here on these documents, penned by Lord Paxton Cross himself. Which means...
I believe we have found our first suspect, Sawyer.
I believe so too, Gray. Mercy, Episode 3, Shadow. Starring Austin Sharp as Wayne Sawyer, Aurora Ave-Lallemant as Dr. Daisy Gray, Matt Doherty as Stalker, Bell the Undertaker, Samuel Beaufort, and the Shadow, Jay Roussouw or J33721 as Pike the Deskman, Turgize as Leonidas Chacon, and James Reece as Lord Paxton Cross. Mercy is produced by Madison Diaz. The script supervisor is Matt Doherty. Written, directed, and sound designed by Jae-in Hwan. The sound effects and music for this show is sourced from EpidemicSound. You can find the link to the full music credits in the description of this episode. Please follow, rate, and review to support our show. It really helps us a lot. This has been presented by Strange Kind Studio.